Welcome in to week 4 of Hit That Line here with the Legal Gambling Counsel. I'm your host, Zach Barry. We've got a full quorum for you. Austin Gray, Nicholas Carr, Ben Woodhouse. He's here. He's probably dealing with some, uh, as they would say on the tour, he's dealing with a mechanical issue, but he's back. We've got a quick recap of the week that was for your boys. As a group, we are now 43 and 43. Austin was 12 and 11. Ben was 11 and 9. This is overall for the year. Nick is now 7 and 12. I am 13 and 11. Um, it was a decent week. We had a couple duds. Oregon didn't cover. Buffalo laid a big old egg and had to fight back tooth and nail to beat, who was that? Kent State?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
Uh,
that was abysmal.
classic Maction.
yeah, but we got hitters on New Mexico money line, MTSU money line, West Virginia money line. So Nick can probably give us the unit breakdown here, but we're doing
West
all right
Virginia money
there.
line from the grave. Yeah, up on the season, we are up plus 1100. So if you'd bet $100 on all of our not against the spread, but just money lines, you'd be up 1100. So
Seems
And that's not
good.
counting Tarleton. That's not counting the Tarleton money
Our
line
Texans.
shot. Yeah.
But week 4, um, let's get into it here as I don't know, fun slate. I mean, it's not super awesome, but I think there are some games that we will definitely discuss because that's what we do here. The
I mean,
first one,
last week had bangers.
no,
Bangers.
last week was great. I thought last week was
Yeah.
like tip to
Tennessee,
tail,
Georgia.
fun
Yeah.
day.
Notre
Um,
Dame A&M.
Civil Wars this weekend.
mhm.
Wait.
um, Speaking of Civil War, let's jump in Thursday. Rice at
And
Charlotte.
football
Yeah.
Civil Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, whoa, easy. No, we're not going to talk Rice and Charlotte. Um, let's get in Saturday, 11 a.m. I believe this is no, it's Big 12, but it's on Fox. Number 17, Texas Tech at number 16, Utah. Um, as I effort here and pull the lines up, I believe it's what, 3.5.
Yeah, I got a lock
I
on this one.
Me
Are
too. I
you
see a flat three.
are you going Utes?
Give me the flat three. Wait, are
Um,
you going Utes, Austin?
I can get you two
Yeah.
and a half, Nick.
Yeah, it's super juice though, so we'll call it three.
Mhm.
Because I mean,
Okay.
I would love 2.5 at the 122. But
I
no, wow. Austin, you going Utah?
Yep.
All right, take it away. This is one of those games where Texas Tech, they haven't really played anybody. They're super hot because they brought in some guys and they're paying a lot of folks and they're flashy and everything, but they're going on the road to Utah. They're going to face some linemen that they haven't seen before. This is one of those classic, like, don't get in the land war in Mongolia. Like, don't do it.
Exactly.
You don't want to
Yep.
do it. You don't want to get in the land
Yeah.
war in Utah. You don't want to do it.
Don't invade Russia in winter. Yeah. Don't go into Utah with your dreams on the line. Like,
I mean,
uh,
yeah,
this is my Heisman pick. Dan Pierre just continues to pile up numbers in this offense. I think Utah's better on both lines of scrimmage. I think they're better coached, and they have one of the best home field advantages in college football. So, three, just win the game.
death,
Just win the game.
taxes, and Kyle Whittingham winning at home.
Yep.
At
Utah does this every year to somebody. They kick somebody's teeth in
yeah,
who's not.
at
Periodically, it's been USC.
at elevation. I don't know
Yep.
what the elevation is in Lubbock, Texas, but I think it's pretty close to sea level. Um,
Dirt. That's the elevation, I think. Dirt.
dude, I don't think people realize that Utah has probably 2 top 10 picks on the
Mhm.
offensive line. Like
Yeah.
legitimately, like most mock drafts have Utah having 2 linemen drafted in the top 10.
Mhm.
Yeah, Dan Pierre's been a ton of fun. I got to watch more Utah. Like he is fun as hell. Um, I don't think Texas Tech's bad, but I mean the Baron Morton kid put up video game numbers last week. But who did
Yeah.
Texas Tech? I don't even remember who they played, but they were trash. This is a different animal. It's at elevation. I kind of feel like almost like reverse here, where like Utah like an 11 a.m. like body clock for other people, like that almost is better for them than night.
Wait,
Hmm.
the game's at 10 o'clock local?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
early.
Yuck, man, that stinks.
Yeah,
But
it's
either
weird.
way,
But yeah, I'm locking in Utah minus 2.5.
just this is I'm just looking back on these Utah teams. Utah in 2022 came in, they were facing an Oregon State team that was unbeaten at the time. 42-16. They put it on Oregon State, right? That's just something
Yeah,
they randomly do. A couple weeks later, they went out to UCLA the next week, lost the next week. USC came in 43-42. They beat USC late. Like that's what they do. They were not very good last year, but they snipe somebody at Rice Eccles every single year that they shouldn't, or that they kind of it's supposed to be a close game. I could see them just like welcome to the show, Texas Tech.
yeah. And I
Yeah, I
know
mean,
programs change year in and year out, especially now in the portal in the NIL era. But doesn't it just feel like when we're Texas Tech is just always kind of historically finesse, kind of spread, chunking around, and Utah is just like meat grinder. Like I just
yeah,
feel like this is a styles make fights kind of game, even though they're not exactly these two programs of yesteryear. I get that things change, but I still think Utah can just put them in a blender. Like
Mhm.
I don't see Tech lining up and being able to withstand both fronts for 4 quarters. I don't see them holding up with the onslaught of Dampier and company. I think it's easy. Like, look, again, it's win the game. It's like Nick always says, college football games are generally, knock on wood here, generally not won by 1 point or 2 points. So you're saying win the game here for
yeah.
Utah at home?
This, yeah. I mean, this is like this is what Utah does, man. This is like Roy D. Mercer. Like, how
Yeah.
big a boy are you?
Exactly. Exactly.
Like
Love this game.
you want to get in this, you want to get in this rock fight. Let's go. And like most of the
Yep.
time, people do not want to get in that rock fight.
No.
So,
I will say that the
um,
10 o'clock kick is interesting for me. I mean, it's 10 o'clock for both teams. I mean, Texas, they're I guess they're in the central time zone, but still, I mean, it is an interesting start, but
what
I like
time
this
zone
game a
is
lot.
Lubbock in?
It's central, I think. So
Really?
Is it?
far,
It's
It's
got to be
yeah,
West
like the
Texas
farthest. Yeah.
yeah.
or
As
the
soon as you
Central
cross
Time.
into New
Okay.
Mexico, it's yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to lock. Austin, you locking it in?
Yeah.
Okay. Nick, are you
Oh,
staying
triple
away?
lock. No, that was my lock. That was my
Oh,
first
okay,
lock.
okay. Yeah. I mean, if it's
Love it.
two and a half, I mean, unless you're wanting to get plus 122 on the flat three or the plus 110, sorry, for 3.5. What do you want?
Yeah, we'll do the plus. We'll do the
Minus
plus the -3.
minus three or three and a
Yeah. I
half?
think this is the number most widely available in the market. I mean,
Yeah,
there may
because
be
like I
some two
said,
and a
we
half out
we
there.
want to assume that these are all 110s if we
Yeah.
can.
Okay. Um.
All right, UAB Tennessee. No, I'm just
Uh.
kidding.
Next one. Uh. Same time. ABC at Simmons Bank Liberty Hole Stadium. You have got Arkansas traveling to Memphis. It makes a lot of sense now after the stuff that Yurachek said, where they're apparently just they are not flush with cash, so maybe that's why they're playing at Memphis. But um,
He's doing everything he can to raise money, man.
dude, he is he's not doing Sam Pittman
It
anything.
makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. They've got JB Hunt. They've got Walmart. They've got
Yeah,
Jerry
Tyson.
Jones,
Walmart, like the third biggest corporation in the world,
Jerry
is
Jones,
located in their county,
yeah,
and all of the people went to Arkansas.
Mhm.
Just ask
like
them
the
for
Walton
1%.
family alone probably has, and not to dismiss you, Zach, they probably got 6 or 7 people with more money than Jerry Jones. And
They
Jerry Jones would be our
oh yeah.
wealthiest donor.
they've got four of the top 12 richest people in the world
I
in their family.
yeah, I just it's crazy to me that just for football's sake, like Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson, like two of the more successful people in professional football, can't help them out. Anyway, spin zone here. I think Arkansas is going to beat the dog shit out of Memphis. I
Yep.
think I'm not worried at all about this look ahead to Notre Dame. No, like
You're
Sam
not worried about
Pittman.
letdown?
No, Sam Pittman's got to get wins, and I think that Arkansas might be able to get a decent amount of wins this year because Taylor Green. Look, hey, everybody take a breath. But the Bobby Petrino, Taylor Green thing, it's kind of like if we're talking Walmart here, it's like a great value Lamar Jackson. similar body frame, similar style of player. Like this is the kind of quarterback that Petrino needs, and he gave Ole Miss all it could handle last week. And if he stays healthy, I think Arkansas. I'm not saying they're gonna, win 9 or 10 games, but I think that offense is going to give people fits all season because
What's the spread here?
7.
7.
I'll lock in Arkansas. I honestly think I do think it's a trap game. I do think it's a look ahead spot. But and I think Memphis will give Arkansas its best shot. But I know what I saw last week, and if Taylor Green plays 70% hard, Arkansas is going to cover this.
Yeah, and look, we're gonna get to the Ole Miss Tulane game. I think this is kind of one of those games where, regardless of what you think about Arkansas as a program, an SEC roster should be able to handle an AAC roster. And look,
Yep.
I'm the biggest fan of Ryan Silverfield because I know so many Memphis fans that want to bitch and moan about him, and I am like, in what world is he not good enough for Memphis Tigers football? All the dude has done is win like multiple years of 10 wins, if I'm not mistaken. He's a damn good coach.
He's made it
And
one of the best programs in the AAC. Yeah.
yeah,
They're spoiled though. They've had Norvell,
Yep.
Tommy West. We're talking about like
Fuente.
Fuente.
yeah, big time college football coaches as their
Yeah.
head coach. That is a sneaky good non-power school, AAC school. I'm
Mhm.
very surprised that the Big 12 wouldn't take them, to be honest with you. Because it's not just football that they offer. They're an elite basketball program. I mean,
Mhm.
probably want to say, not to get on Memphis, but I still don't think that this is a good matchup for them. I don't think it's a good matchup for anybody who doesn't have elite. I was wrong last week. Look, I said on this show and thought we would chase Taylor Green down. I was dead wrong. Either one of two things are true. Either Ole Miss is really slow on defense, or he's or he's a very good player, or both. And I think it's probably both, a little bit of both. I don't think Memphis is going to be any faster than Ole Miss. So as long as he gives some effort, I mean, he kind of has an RG3 vibe to me in college.
Yeah, it's a good call.
I think he's a certified dude. I mean, our boy Stephen Hartzell told me when he was at Media Days, he didn't realize it, but when he walked in the room to interview him, he was just like, "Holy shit, he's big."
Well,
Big dude.
I don't get too far out over my skis here. He's not an impossible dark horse Heisman candidate, to be honest with you. If they were to win enough games, I'm serious.
The
No,
defense has
I
got to
see
get a
what
lot
you're saying.
better.
They just have to win 8 games.
Probably got to win. I think they got to win 9.
I watched enough guys in person at Ole Miss. Johnny Manziel, Cam Newton,
Daniels.
He's not out of their. I mean, I'm not telling you that this guy is Cam Newton. He is not so far out of their league to say that it's not crazy that he finishes 5th in the voting if they get enough.
They just got to win. Yeah.
Yeah. And their defense may be so bad that they don't, frankly.
Yeah.
But he is going to. I mean, as long as he stays healthy, I cannot imagine him not putting up. I mean, he put up over 400 yards against Ole Miss. I mean, it's an elite day SEC wise historically. I mean, he's a very good player, very good player. I mean, you can't really sack him. I mean, you can't sack him, and that is a huge deal. Like what we kept talking about in the stadium was Ole Miss didn't get a lot of negative plays against Arkansas. That was because of him. He doesn't allow them to lose many yards. They're never really behind the chains. Like the best you can do is hold them to 2nd and 10 or 3rd and 10, maybe 2nd and 11, maybe. But there are very few times, unless they're penalized, of being 2nd and 17 or 3rd and 14. But even then, you have to have a guy spy him, or he will run for and he may still run for the first down. But when you do that, it allows those underneath passes, like when 83 or 87 or whoever it was for Arkansas was running wide open. It's because we have to give Green or whoever's playing defense against him has to give him so much attention that it leaves those guys open.
Mm-hmm.
It just elevates the rest of the team. He is a one-man wrecking crew. And I'll tell y'all this too. I thought their running back was a good player. Now, he had the guy from New Mexico, number 4. Now, that one touchdown run he had, Ole Miss was lined up incorrectly. I mean, that is complete and total, like, failure to line up. It was 3 on nobody with the line of scrimmage on the 30-yard touchdown. But, yeah, it's like we were all lined up on the other side. But he's good without that. Like, he was a good – I mean, he's got good speed, good play. I don't think they're bad on offense. Now, they may be bad enough on defense. I don't know. We'll have to see. And I know Memphis has wrecked Ole Miss before. I'm giving them credit, but I'm going to lay the set. Even if it's a flat 7, I'll lay them, and I think the worst I'm going to do is a push.
I'm locking in Arkansas at -7 too. Y'all mentioned the spot. It is a tricky spot for Arkansas. They just got kicked in the nuts last week. They have Notre Dame on deck. They got to come back down to Memphis. I get it. It's a bad spot, but let's play with numbers for a second. Y'all indulge me. So Memphis last week against Troy was -4.5 at Troy, -4.5. How the hell is Arkansas only -7 against Memphis? What would Arkansas be against Troy?
17.5.
16. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 17.
Yeah, it can't be 7. It can't be 7. I know the spot shit is baked into the number, I guess is my point here. Like, I think the number reflects the tricky spot. I can't imagine Arkansas not winning by double digits here.
If they don't, we've got some problems.
Well, look, I shouldn't say I can't imagine. I can't. It's college football. He throws 3 picks. Memphis returns a punt for a touchdown. Suddenly it's 32-30 Memphis. Something crazy happens. Like, yeah. But if Arkansas plays their B+ game and Memphis plays their, A game, Arkansas still covers this.
Yeah. All right. Moving on here. Let's go ahead and do it just because of the rivalry. And it's fascinating because of what Oregon failed to do last week. But you've got Oregon State traveling to Oregon, Autzen Stadium, 2 p.m. Big Ten Network. I believe this one has settled at 35. Man, I don't know if I want to touch it just because rivalry games are dumb, and I could see Oregon. I don't know who Oregon has next week, but if I was going to do anything,
they play at Penn State.
That's right. So potential look ahead. I could see if I was going to play anything here, I'd say take the under.
The under, yeah.
Where like Oregon wins 45-3 or something.
This game is just like the epitome of how sad what college football's kind of turned into. It's like this stinks because Oregon is going to absolutely railroad Oregon State. They're just 2 totally different programs. I mean, it's us versus Southern Miss at this point. Like, it's not even 2 teams in the same league anymore, literally. But
I'm going to lock this in too.
You should, because Oregon is they're going to beat the brakes off of Oregon State.
I locked them against Northwestern and they screwed me. That was a backdoor cover. Give me the Ducks again. 27.5 is the line, I think.
30.
I can get you 35.
Yeah, it's 35.
I don't. Never mind. I'm not locking it in. I'm not locking.
Do y'all have
35?
Does anybody see a first half number for Oregon?
You got 21.
21?
21.5 is plus 102.
Best I can do is 21. Yeah.
So there is a flat 21 though.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 21 on Bet365 and free ads.
I mean, I've already got 2 on the board. Maybe I circle back. But if you're going to play it, I think that's the way to play it. Oregon first half. I mean, they'll put up 30 in the first half. Can Oregon State score is the question.
Yeah, I'd say I would say like the under.
Why would you not go first quarter over 13.5?
Or Oregon to put up 2 touchdowns?
I can get you now. I can get I'm locking that in. I can get Oregon -7.5 first quarter. FanDuel.
-7.5. Okay, yeah. I like that actually. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
because
this game's going to be sad. It's just sad. I
I
can't
think
ever
Oregon's.
watch it.
I don't know if they're the best team in college football. They're one of the best 5 teams in college football. Oregon State's got to be one of the worst Power 4 teams or whatever you want to call them.
what even are they now? The Pac-2?
Yeah, I think so,
Pac-2
right?
for now. I also think Dante Moore is like very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Very,
yeah.
very good.
And dude,
Maybe win the Heisman.
Decorium Moore is this year's Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, now
Dude's a freak.
he is. Having said that, he's banged up, right? Is he going to play? Not that it matters, but like,
I mean,
don't you get him? Don't you sit him and get him healthy for Penn State next week?
let's
Oh, yeah.
see.
Yeah.
What, injured in practice?
I mean, it won't matter, but
Yeah, I mean, I'd love for him to play just to watch him more because he's
yeah.
a freaking dude. But
And keep in mind, they were already down their best receiver going into the season. They lost the kid preseason,
oh yeah,
A&M transfer.
yeah. Let's see the latest here. Um, aggravated a hip injury. Um, and you know they could rest him for Penn State, obviously.
I don't think they'll need him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Oregon should not need Decory Moore.
No,
but
Yeah.
the point stands. He's fun as hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oregon's going to bounce back. I mean, I think Dan Lanning is going to be pissed off after last week. And yeah, I think it's more on just Oregon State sucks. So, all right, moving right along here. 2:30 ABC. We've got the Jackson Arnold Bowl at the Palace in Norman. Man, let me see what we can get. It's only
6.5.
It's only
Oklahoma?
6.5.
I hate every bit of it, man. It's a sucker bet.
Yeah, what is
It-
this? Is
any which way.
What are you doing to me, Caesars? What MGM Graham? What are you up to?
I'll just say it. If Auburn hits 7, I like Auburn at 7. I need 7.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. I think it's a sucker bet, whatever you do.
This is my thing though about Hugh Freeze. I don't know if he's smart enough or can like put his ego aside to like do the Dan Mullen thing where it's like, let's just keep it close. He's going to do dumb shit and then they're going to throw a pick 6 or they're going to try some double reverse pass and fumble it. And then Oklahoma's going to get it in plus territory. I also just kind of feel like Oklahoma's just going to beat them.
I like Auburn at 6.5.
Really?
You don't think OU's selling out? I mean, they know Arnold well.
I just think
I'm not taking them at 6.5, but I'm not so sure that Auburn money line's not the sprinkle here.
Oh boy.
Y'all know, look, we know Freeze. He gets up for one game a year. You know this. He's good for 1 or 2. This is it this year with Jackson Arnold going back home.
It's going to be Oklahoma, and it's going to be Alabama. I'm telling you.
And look, for once, I don't think Hugh is outmatched from a coaching standpoint here. I don't, I mean,
no.
Venables is okay, and he usually has pretty good talent. But I mean, is he better than Hugh Freeze? I don't. Kind of a coin toss there, right?
The thing for me,
Jackson Arnold angle, and there's going to be, oh man.
I just think playing at home, Oklahoma's got a good defense.
Yeah.
And now it's probably going to be the best defense John Mateer's seen.
Yeah.
So something to consider. If I'm giving advice to our listeners, I would say stay away.
Yeah, that's probably good advice.
Because it's pretty volatile. Where like you said, this could be the game that they have been preparing for all year or all off season.
If I'm back in Auburn, I worry that Oklahoma can stack the box and force Arnold to beat them with his arm. And does he melt in that stadium like he did all year last year when it came to him throwing? When it came to his passing ability, he can run just fine, but I don't know, man. They load the box and they put it all on his arm and the young receivers. it could get dicey. But I think at 7, it's Auburn or nothing. Right
I
now, it's a
mean,
stay away.
I'm gonna have the same line I did about Arch Manning week 1. Do we really know how good Oklahoma is? Like, yes, they beat Michigan, but
Mhm.
with a freshman quarterback. But do we know how good Michigan is? The same could be said for Auburn. But let's be real here. Like, Freeze is scarier when you're taking Auburn and they're playing like Vanderbilt. But when
Mhm.
Auburn is playing a name program, when it's a helmet game, that dude will burn you. I
Mhm.
would not touch this line. I would not
Mhm.
touch it. If I played it, I would sprinkle half a unit on the Auburn money line and
Yeah.
say, what if it's plus 200 or plus 185 or whatever it is, and hope for the best, because I just can't. I don't trust Oklahoma yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my thing. I can't, in good faith, count on Mateer until I've seen him. Because I mean, Michigan's Michigan, but I don't think this is a Harbaugh Michigan team.
No, their lines of scrimmage
So
are not what they were just
Yeah,
a few years ago.
there'll be some burn the ship speech. Auburn will be. I'm telling you, man.
Mhm.
This is not a.
there's some
This is
passage
not
in
a.
the Bible about some guy going back to a town that everybody hates him. Yeah,
The
he's gonna.
prodigal son. It's the prodigal son. It's right there. I could write this for you right now.
Yeah, prodigal son, David and Goliath.
He's got some VBS pamphlet just rolled up, ready to go.
Dude, our God is an awesome guy. Just bumping in the locker room before the game. Like,
Oh my god,
they got like a
son, man! I
Skrillex
wouldn't.
dubstep version of it going.
This is a sicko bet, in my opinion.
I wouldn't touch it. It's not
And it opened at 4.5. Like you,
yeah.
yeah, I don't get the big move. That would bother me if I was backing Auburn too. Why that big move right out of the gate in Oklahoma's favor? That's 4.5 seemed reasonable. Like inching toward a touchdown. That would worry me.
And the one last thing before we move on, the Auburn offense so far has relied heavily on Jackson Arnold's legs.
Yeah.
He could get thumped, and then what does Auburn do?
Deuce night season.
Have fun, kid.
Yeah.
All right, let's
future
stay
Ole
right.
Miss starting quarterback Deuce Knight.
Come to the cell.
Let's stay right there at 2:30 ESPN. Tulane traveling to Ole Miss. Let's see. Opened at 11 or opened at 14 is now at 11 and a half. To me, this is just like a get to next week game for Ole Miss. Keep everybody healthy. If I know Lane Kiffin like I think I know him, he's not going to do a lot. He's not going to put a lot on tape if he doesn't have to. Going back to the Memphis Arkansas conversation, this is an Ole Miss. This is an SEC roster going up against an AAC roster. I think lines of scrimmage and just overall speed's too much for Tulane. I know the Retzlaff kid has been looking good, but who has Tulane played? It's going to be a different animal. I think people will be juiced. I think the stadium will be probably full, if not sold out. I think people will be excited. Nick, you probably be able to tell us on ticket wise if Nick, you all right? You with us?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
was listening.
Looked looked like you were falling asleep. Uh, has Tulane sent back tickets or
Oh my gosh, Tulane they got a Georgia State fan base. I'd
okay?
say it to their
I I,
faces.
I thought
That's a
I thought the Green Wave might just be like, hey, it's a fun weekend, let's go to Oxford. But I guess not.
I, they'll have every one of them will be in the Grove, like they'll all come early and stuff. But they
Yeah,
I haven't actually looked at it. It's Arkansas sent back a ton of tickets last week.
Yep.
Honestly, I would say maybe Tulane's going to have 2,000 there. You know, a
yeah.
respectable
I mean,
crowd.
not like it's gonna impact the game, but
No, certainly.
um,
I even think 2000's high, unless there's
Yeah,
not to
probably
undermine
so.
you, Nick, but that I can't imagine them having that many This is another stay away for me. If
I'm gonna
anything, I'd pick the under.
Yeah.
Ironically,
What's the total?
61 and a half.
61 and a
That's
half.
crazy high.
Big number.
Yeah, under's a play. You could
Our
go.
defense is not great, but like it,
That's
Tulane
the
can score a
Arkansas.
lot of. Yeah, exactly right. No, you're
That was
right.
the
It's
Arkansas number
Arkansas.
last week.
And I think Summerall is going to try to slow the game down.
Oh yeah, you could go. You could go first half. Ole Miss minus 6.5.
I like that.
First quarter, Ole Miss minus 3.5. That could be a play. I mean, I could see this being 14-3 out of the gate. As far as the game goes, not talking handicapping here. I'm excited to see what Trinidad Chambliss looks like in a, let's see an encore. I wouldn't think Ole Miss would have to get too exotic with the offense, but I still want to see, we were Ben's over here saying that Taylor Green's the next, RG3. And look, he was good, but box score wise, Chambliss outdueled him. So, I mean, it was one game, but from what I saw, kid can play. So, just from like a pure college football viewing point, like I'm excited to see what he can do in an encore.
Yeah, I'm as well. And look, I think our defense needs a rebound game here. As good as Green was, Green and Petrino are a potent combination, as we've already discussed. So, um, it's fine to have taken your lumps, but like we need to bounce back here. We need to rebound. Tulane's offense should not be able to do anything close to what Taylor Green and Petrino did to you last week. So it's time for some of the young guys to grow up a little bit. Need to clean up the tackling in space, particularly. Like I don't think Tulane's got the athletes to do what Arkansas did to us in the open field last week. I said at the beginning of the season, I was not impressed with Retzlaff at BYU, and I'm still not really impressed with him at Tulane. I think he's fine. He's fine, but I don't think he's good. I certainly don't think he's Taylor Green. I don't think he's very dynamic. I know they like to run him a little bit just to keep you honest, but like he's not gonna, dude. He's gonna run for 7 yards when he breaks one open. Taylor Green ran for 37 yards when he broke one open. So I don't expect.
It's gonna be a lot easier to get a hat on a hat with Retzlaff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be. It might be quick where he starts going out of bounds or sliding.
Yeah, and look, Ben mentioned this last week. Just a reminder: Tulane was a pick against Duke.
Yeah,
pick. So like, we shouldn't. This should not be a nail biter. I know we're playing our backup. I get it. I know it's a tricky spot for us off of one conference game with LSU on deck. It's obviously we could be a little flat.
There's also something to be said about Ole Miss compared to last year is now conference tested. I get that Ole Miss has played Kentucky and Arkansas, but if Tulane went to Kentucky, would we expect Tulane to win that game outright?
No.
It would be it'd be like a pick maybe.
Kentucky -3 maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Tulane would beat Arkansas.
No. So I think your lean was right, Ben. I don't know that I'm going to bet it just because I've already got some on the board, but 61.5, that was the Arkansas number last week. That was the total for the Arkansas game. I don't know how you can line this game the same as the Arkansas game. That didn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, and I don't want to like minimize how successful Green was against us because I talked about him a minute ago, but the second half, would Ole Miss give up 7 points?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah.
10 points.
Adjustments.
So I just, maybe something was figured out there. Again, the point spread is a stay away. If I had to bet it, I would pick Ole Miss because I think that a game where Ole Miss doesn't cover 10.5 against Tulane, there's bigger problems than I'm anticipating. Or 11, whatever the total is. I think this is 38-17 final. Regardless of who's playing quarterback. I mean, Ole Miss still has guys like Lacey and Wright and Trey Wallace, all of which would be the best player Tulane's had in the last 40 years. Well, I say 40. Sean King, 30
Sean
years.
King, I was about to say.
However long ago that was.
Real quick before we move on, nobody has said anything about Austin Simmons. Are we just removing that curtain that Kiffin's trying to put up? I don't think Austin Simmons is playing.
He's stunned.
Yeah.
You guys were there. I talked to people who are on the sideline. He was in legitimate pain.
Yeah.
I don't see him being ready, and I don't think it's in his best interest or Ole Miss's best interest to play him this week.
I agree.
I don't know that he's going to be ready next week. I'll be honest. Like the way that he was laboring on the sideline, I would be surprised if he was 80% for LSU, 70% for LSU. Truly. Now, he's not a runner anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Right. You can't play him if he's 75% and Chambliss is 100. You can't play him.
He collapsed. He collapsed on the sideline. Like I watched it happen in real time. He could not put any weight on his foot and then fell to the ground. Like I saw it happen. Not like, oh, I just rolled it. This was a bigger deal than that. I'm not a doctor or a trainer, so I don't know. But I would be less surprised if I woke up with my head sewn to the carpet than him seeing a snap against Tulane.
Yeah, agreed. He's not playing.
Yeah, I mean, we're almost, to me, again, not a doctor, could be something like a hip flexor too.
Yeah, I don't know anything. I'm not a reporter. I've not been told anything. I don't know what the injury is, what caused him to fall, or what caused it is causing him pain. He was heavily taped in his ankle. I know that, and they
retaped it multiple times to try.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't think Ole Miss needs Austin Simmons to be Tulane.
No, and honestly, last thing, impressive on the touchdown throw because that was all arm.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally just flicked it and threw it.
Yeah.
All right. We can kind of run through some of these other big games before we get to our other locks. Let's go to Lincoln, Nebraska, Michigan at the Cornhuskers. We were just talking about how it's not a hardball team. I kind of feel like Michigan might get them here. I think maybe some Bryce Underwood is going. They're going to take the governor off, let him spin it, run around, and I just don't think Nebraska's worth a shit. So, I mean, I'm going to lay the 2.5 with the Wolverines.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick. I'm not going to lock it up, but when I was looking through it, I liked that one.
What's the best number you got on the total there?
Total?
Yeah.
We have got 46.5.
Wow.
No, yeah,
I'm seeing 45.5 a lot. So maybe
DraftKings has 46.5.
I'd like
you under over.
I was looking for a flat 45 to go over. I think this is a sneaky over because I don't think either team's defense is very good.
Flat 46.
Yeah, I'll stay away there. That 45 is a key, but I don't know. I just think if they play like they did last week and let Underwood actually run the ball and utilize his legs a little bit, like utilize him as a dual threat, I think they can pile up some points here. And I think Nebraska can keep pace a little bit. Again, Michigan's not all that impressive on defense. It's not your big brother's Michigan team at all. And Sharon Moore, I think, is still out this week, right? I think.
Yeah.
So it was coached a little different last week. I mean, it was a different opponent too. Don't get me wrong. They played a shitty team, which was largely responsible for the outcome. But I think the interim coaches are more willing to use Underwood's legs, more willing to get him out of the pocket a little bit and go downfield. I think these teams score here. I'd like the 45, so I'm going to stay away, but it wouldn't surprise me either way. Michigan, Nebraska, somebody like 31-28, 31-24.
Yeah, I like it. Anybody else?
No, I don't have anything on the game. I really thought.
Also going.
Go ahead, Ben.
I was going to pick Nebraska, honestly, but not for any reason other than helmet game at home. Matt Rule is going to have them. It's going to be their best effort. They're 3-0. They've got a lot to play for. I know Michigan does too. I like Bryce Underwood. I like everything Zach said, but this is a winnable game against a team that has a better reputation than their actual talent level, and that's a dangerous spot. But all that said, stay away from me. We can roll with Zach.
Okay. Not much. I believe the only other ranked on ranked matchup we got this week is in Bloomington, Indiana. I have been salivating for this one. I am not even going to hesitate here. I am going to take the Illini, Burt, and Luke Altmaier. This is one that's been circled for a while. I'm going to take the Illinois Fighting Illini to cover 5.5. Nope, I can get a 6.
I don't
I
get this
just,
number at all.
yeah, I don't either. I don't either.
Are y'all thinking the other side?
No.
No.
If I bet it, I would be in complete agreement with you. But the number terrifies me. It doesn't make sense at all. How to blow through 3.5, 4, 4.5
It should be
key
like a pick
numbers?
'em.
Yeah, I don't
Or
understand.
-2 because
There's
the home
a,
field.
I mean,
Like,
looking at the board here, you've got 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, all the way across.
so you're telling me on a
I
neutral? I mean, so I'm
freaking
sorry. At Illinois, they'd be like -2. There's no way.
dude.
No,
I love Burt in these close lines too, man.
yeah,
Like I, I love this pick,
You
Zach.
know, you know, Bert hates Signetti and how snarky he is. I think this is going to be a like punch in the mouth, real physical. And this honestly, like, I'm not even making a joke. Like Luke Altmaier in Illinois is like that's a perfect spot.
mhm.
Like he
Yeah,
is like a perfect quarterback for what Bielema likes to do, and he's got some weapons. Their defense is solid.
yeah.
I mean,
They're good along both
Indiana's
lines of scrimmage.
yeah, Indiana's not what it was last year. And if you're going to give me 6 points, I'm going to take it because I think Illinois could beat them straight up. Like that might be that's probably going to be my money line. Which I guess I can just go ahead and put that in here too.
Yeah,
I get plus 180.
I like it. I don't understand what Indiana has done to deserve this level of respect. They're 3-0, but they haven't beaten anybody, and
Yeah.
struggled in week one against ODU. Um, Now I know it's week one, and we've got other data since then, but I don't see this at all. It wouldn't shock me at all for Burt and Illinois to go in there and win straight up.
Yeah.
I'm going to lock in Illinois in the points. Also,
Do what?
I'm going to lock in Illinois +6.
Okay. Yeah, I love this spot. This is definitely like, we're still in week 4, so it's still early. This is a game that they probably prepared for in the offseason for a while. And I just I don't know Bielema personally, but just watching him coach over the years, I feel like he despises Signetti
Yeah.
for some reason. I mean, I think a lot of people do just because he's a snarky asshole. But
Mm.
yeah, I love this spot for Illinois. Top 10 Illinois, if you will. Um, all right. Anything else before we get into locks? We could talk Florida, Miami, but ooh.
No, I mean that's going
And
to be one of my locks.
Okay. Let's go ahead and
Go
get into
ahead.
it then.
Give it to us.
I'm going to lock Miami -7.5. We talked about it before the show started. I think they're one of the best 5 teams in the country, and while Florida, frankly, could have beat LSU last week, but for the interceptions, that is still something they have to deal with. And I think Miami is better than LSU.
Yeah, I think that data point it's had ripple effects for me when I'm analyzing other games this week because LSU, I'm not so certain they're very good after Clemson's showing the last couple weeks. The only reason we think LSU is good right now is because of what they did in week one against Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even sure that Florida's competitive showing against LSU should be impressive at all. I mean, I know he threw 5 picks, and like you said, Ben, they probably it look he threw 5 picks and they still had a chance to win the game at LSU. So I think
Oh, yeah.
maybe LSU is just not as good as we think they are, which
Mhm.
tells me Florida is fucking not good at all. I think they could get blasted by Miami.
Yeah. Agreed.
Didn't they get blasted by them last year?
Yes,
Yeah. In
at
Gainesville.
Florida. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Murked. That was the opener, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Cam
Yeah,
Ward went
I think that's right.
went dumb. Um, yeah, I like that pick a lot. This Florida team could be teetering. Like I think Napier might have all his chips pushed into the middle for that Texas game next week. Um, but man, Lagway looking a lot like Anthony Richardson 2.0 right now.
Yeah.
All right.
I just think Miami is so much better than LSU on the defensive line too. I think they
Yeah,
get after Florida.
I do too. Um, all right. If nobody else has one,
I have one on the board now. You go ahead.
all right,
Got
I'm gonna
Utah on
go
the board.
ahead. I'm gonna lock in. Probably gonna do this because the number, the full game number is too high. Even though I think this is gonna be an absolute beatdown, I'm gonna lock in Texas minus 9.5 first quarter. Do y'all know how bad Sam Houston is? Let me
The Phil Longo coach, Sam Houston.
yeah,
Yes, I
let
know
me
how
throw
bad
you
they are.
some numbers here. 133rd in pass defense, 113th in pass efficiency defense, 115th in completion percentage allowed, 131st in passing touchdowns allowed, 119th or worse in 10, 20, 30, and 40-yard completions allowed. This is the perfect recipe for Arch Manning to get right. I mean, I think this is like tailor made after these last 2 weeks of just looking pretty damn mid. Arch is probably going to have a field day. Um, Look ahead
He,
spot to Florida, whatever. But like
yeah,
Sark
no,
has to know like this is a key spot to get him some confidence.
yeah, he needs a get right game badly.
And I think they're gonna just blow the absolute doors off of them because they're so bad. So Texas first quarter minus 9.5. I mean, it could be a 21-0 first quarter because oh by the way, Texas's defense is still really damn
Yeah,
good.
still
So
incredible. Yeah,
this could be a lot of 3 and outs for Longo.
yeah, I like that.
All right. Anybody else jumping in?
I'll jump in. I'm gonna be. You will sense a theme this week for me. I'm gonna be fading teams off of um, really emotional wins, big games for them. Their Super Bowl. So that takes me to Lawrence, Kansas, West Virginia, coming off of their
Mm.
backyard brawl win.
Mm-hmm.
Nick won the head to head there with me. I laid the points with Pitt. Pitt was up 10 in the fourth quarter and loses outright. Um, but now West Virginia travels to Kansas. I believe Kansas is off a bye. If not off a bye, they're off like an FCS game, bullshit game. This is a line tells the story number for me. 13.5 with Kansas says all you need to know. Lay them. I think the Jayhawks cover here. Let's call it 34-13 or something. I think this is a comfortable cover. All right. The next
Yep.
spot play.
I like that pick.
And this is a Nick Carr play. Let's go to Atlanta where the Temple Owls playing Georgia Tech. Give me the best number you can give me on Temple. Preferably 24.
24.
Give me the 24. Georgia Tech off their giant win last week against Clemson. Last minute, I'm sure all week they've been feeling good about themselves. I think they've got a conference game on deck. I need to maybe check their schedule. Temple was just destroyed by Oklahoma in Philly. So Temple has seen P5 athletes. Like, I suspect this week against Georgia Tech, the game will feel a little slower than it did against Oklahoma
Yeah.
last week. Georgia Tech's got to be feeling good. There's no incentive here for Brent Key to run it up after that big win last week. Just give me like a 30-10 game, 31-10 Georgia Tech.
So this could be a sneaky playoff resume here. Now, I'm not talking about good wins, but Georgia Tech goes to Wake Forest, hosts Virginia Tech, to Duke, hosts Syracuse, to NC State. We are possibly looking at 9-0 Georgia Tech.
You go undefeated. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, after that NC State, you host or you go to Boston College, who I thought had found something, and then they
Oh
go
my
and lose to
God.
fucking Stanford.
And it looked like shit doing so. Nick, you were on
So
mute. What were you saying?
still on mute.
Mute.
Here
Still
we
on
go.
mute. It could be 11 to
Jesus.
0 Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
It is.
To
This is the most insane schedule I've ever seen before. There's no Louisville. There's no Miami. There's no Florida
Yeah.
State. There is a Clemson. I don't know.
Dude, we could.
There's just going to be such a weak 11-0 team.
Has clean old fashioned hate ever had a game that was 11-0 versus 11-0?
Oh, that's a
Well,
great
Georgia's
question.
going to lose to us. They'll be 10-1. But
It'd have to be like pre-World War II if it ever
Or
happened.
just
pre-World
undefeated
War
versus
I.
undefeated.
There's no way. I will say this: Georgia Tech is absolutely going to stumble before then. They're not like
It could happen.
they're
For
not
sure.
infallible.
Yeah.
They will lose at Duke.
Yeah, NC State. Yeah.
I will tell you
again-
this though: their home games, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, and Pitt. That's 3-0. Like they're not losing a home game.
Yeah.
But they could absolutely go to Duke or go to NC State, dropping. That's pathetic.
And again, one of those teams that heavily relies on the quarterback to run the football.
Yeah.
Haynes King could get dinged up and have to miss a game. I think the backup at Georgia Tech is, according to Roddy Jones of ESPN, one of the most expensive backup quarterbacks in college football.
Who's the backup?
Aaron Philo, 6'2", 220, went to PAC in Georgia. I do remember him being a solid high school prospect. He's Georgia high school football's all-time leader in passing yards. He almost threw for 14,000 yards in high school.
Jesus.
Broke Trevor Lawrence's record. So yeah, I mean, now he could suck shit, but it's not like the backup is just some random dude from Pace Academy. But
right, I got another nasty spot play.
Okay.
Purdue goes to Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Notre Dame just had their guts ripped out. Purdue is actually not awful. Can I get 24 in the hook?
Yep.
Give me Purdue plus 24 in the hook against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's defense is not good at all.
Dude, I was gonna take Notre Dame here. I'm not going to though. Now that you're doing it,
after they got kicked in the nuts last week, man, I don't know if they get off the mat. And with their defense, I don't know if it matters. All I need is Purdue, I think, to get me like 17 points.
Did y'all watch the end of that game?
Yes.
I saw the touchdown to win it. I need to go back and watch highlights because I texted y'all earlier today. Marcel Reed only had 17 completions in the game and almost threw for 400 yards.
Yeah.
What are they doing in the secondary,
Dude,
South Bend?
Notre Dame drops a normal snap and then kicks off to A&M to go up 6. Like they drop the snap on the extra point, they go up 6. Kick off to A&M. A&M runs it back for a touchdown. Called back for holding because they have a Swedish tight end, first year playing football, who just tackles a guy in the middle of the field.
Comes back,
they drive the field in 3 minutes and score on 4th and 9 or whatever.
Was it Concepcion that ran the kickback?
I don't know. I don't know who it was, but
Because that
just
dude's nasty.
yeah. I mean, it was one of those things where it's like it's better for Notre Dame had A&M just run it back. In hindsight, now I don't really know how good. I don't hate this pick, Austin. Now that you're talking about it, because I just don't know how good A&M's offense is, and they scored that much on Notre Dame. Like Marcel Reed's a good athlete,
Yeah,
but passing wise, leaves a lot to be desired.
sure. That's what I'm saying. I give me Purdue here. I don't think Notre Dame can stop anybody, man. Like they will undoubtedly score on Purdue, no question. But like, just give me like 33-14 or whatever, and we're good.
Purdue is usually good for one of these weird wins.
Yeah. And look, they're
At
well
Notre Dame,
coached
though.
now. They're not a dumpster fire like they were last year. They at least have a competent head coach. He will play to keep it close.
All right. Nick is BTS. He's clamoring to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's. What do you think about Lenore Sellers? Is he playing this week?
No. I wouldn't bet on it.
Let
Missouri minus 10.5 or 11,
Yeah,
whichever
I'm
the Brats
going to
take.
ride with Nick here.
They've
I
got.
don't think it would matter if he did play.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what either. But otherwise, they've got 6-year player. You know what was his name? Luke Doty.
Yeah.
Playing for South Carolina. I just
Bad.
I think we saw from number one, Missouri is very good offensively. They've got a very good running back. Other than Kejuan Lacey, probably the best running back is a guy we went hard after from was South Alabama. Is that right? He was
Odd Hardy.
yeah, Mod Hardy
ULM, right?
was
ULM.
ULM. That's right. He
Yeah.
was a Sunbelt guy. We went hard after him, didn't get him. We ended up getting Missouri's other guy, so it kind of all worked out in the wash. But he's a very good running back. They'll ground and pound. This is just 2 scores basically, and South Carolina is the team a lot like Florida that everyone who watched them, well, I should say that everyone who saw last year that they were good and the hype train got way too far down the track in the offseason. That if you saw them, you saw a team that had some flaws. That team lost a lot. That South Carolina team off last year. The defense not great. I'm still not in love with that Vanderbilt team, and they were beating them before Sellers went out.
Correct.
Yeah.
Missouri's good. I mean, Drinkwitz is good. I mean, he's a good coach. He's goofy and stuff.
Dude,
But
Missouri
he's generally pretty harmless
is
and a
good.
good coach.
Yeah, I agree.
Missouri is good. They're like, I have to accept it. I have not been willing to accept it. I am accepting it now. They are just good.
They're a top
They're a good
15 team, and they're home. It's a night game. This could, if Sellers is not playing and Missouri gets up early, this could be one of those that kind of snowballs on South Carolina a little bit.
And I think Drinkwitz knows that people really don't respect them because they're Missouri, and that gives them all the more incentive to run the score up on his opponents.
Absolutely.
Sure.
So
I cannot believe this opened at 3. That is just outrageous to me.
was that a look ahead line months ago? There's no way it opened this past Sunday at 3, right?
Maybe. And y'all remember last year, Carolina beat Mizzou last minute in Columbia, South Carolina. Like it was a nail biter of a game. I'm sure Mizzou wants this one badly.
You got any more, Nick?
Yeah, let's go through it here. Let's see.
I've got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was looking. I'm going to take State minus 21.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that a lot. I'm not joining, but I like that a lot.
Are they playing Mississippi College this weekend?
Basically,
Northern Illinois.
NIU.
Millsaps?
No concern about the look ahead to Tennessee.
I don't think it matters.
Are they looking ahead? Are they in a position where they can look ahead? You know,
Dude.
They're
Hey, boy.
they're smelling. They're
Yeah.
going far south.
Trump's
Yes.
got to send the National Guard down the Cotton District for next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
they had people on their message boards talking about whether or not they get College Game Day next week. Mind you, next week has Oregon, Penn State, LSU, Ole Miss, Alabama, Georgia.
Dude.
All 3 of those games are next week. And they're like, well, we may get game day, State and Tennessee. It's like, dude, y'all may be on the SEC network, bro.
You can't get WTVA game day.
Let me
That's
tell
fucking
you.
College game day.
Let me tell you this.
WBT
I'm very well sourced on this topic in regards to game day site selection. That has not even come up in meetings. So
They wouldn't send Roddy Jones down there for game day, like that version of game
dude,
day.
are they going to get SEC Nation?
I seriously think they're on the SEC network against Tennessee, aren't they?
No, the SEC Nation will either go to us or to Georgia Bama.
Yeah. So I mean, they could probably send like Clay Travis or like Barstool down there, but
Isn't it like Vandy, Missouri too? Aren't they like the fourth best game in the SEC? Really?
don't tell them
I
that.
I think it's Vandy, Missouri, or something like that next week as well. It's like
Somebody's gonna take
No,
their
man, it's gonna
great
be
vest off and throw it on the ground and stomp on it because they're so mad.
It's Brandon Walker streaming from under the water tower is what we're getting for.
Dude, Nick, if you said that to a State fan, boy, they'd bend that polo hat bill so hard. They'd be so mad.
it's okay. It's Tennessee State. It's Auburn at A&M. Okay, if Auburn beats Oklahoma this week, that's a significantly larger game than Tennessee with already a loss.
Yeah.
it's the first big college football weekend of the year. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Oregon, Penn State, Ole Miss, LSU, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn, A&M. Yeah,
They just need all of those programs to lose their starting quarterbacks. And then,
They're the 315 SEC network kick, by the way.
that's what I was going to say. I bet they're at SEC network. I bet they're
They're
on
also-
SEC network.
It's also the second cheapest ticket of Alba to get in price behind
Hey.
Utah State at Vandy.
fuck, the 3:15 SEC. That's the study hall time slot of.
It's not even the 6:45 p.m.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you just got to put
That's-
something there.
Study hog times like this.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's
Vandy,
when-
that's the Vandy Western Carolina slot.
That's
Like-
when people make that Home Depot run before the night slate.
You listen to it on the radio as you're going to get your afternoon Starbucks or Chick-fil-A or whatever.
It's
It's like,
it's
oh
crazy.
gosh, we got to go get a nice dream for the 3-year-old.
The yard ain't going to cut itself. I guess I'll turn the state game on and go. Yeah.
So think about how many neutrals are watching. There's LSU Ole Miss at 2:30. There's Auburn Texas A&M at 2:30 on ESPN, and then there's Tennessee down in Starkville. How many neutrals are watching that game?
Goose egg.
I mean,
Yeah.
every single whatever the rating is, that's how many fans of Tennessee and Mississippi
Well,
State there are.
Yeah, it'll be the Tennessee residents is who's watching it.
Yeah.
First of all, anybody that's not familiar is going to turn that game on and then be like, "Is this like a locust? Like, what is
Yeah.
that?"
Yeah. Well, MSU fans are watching their favorite team in Oxford when LSU plays.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a good pick. All jokes aside, Levy's done a good job. But
I'll add another lock. Speaking of that Tennessee Mississippi State game, Tennessee plays
oh god,
UAB this
Oh.
week, and I see a minus.
name the score.
Yeah, it's minus 39.5. I just think they are going to up and down the field. I actually bet against UAB earlier in the season and lost, so maybe it's a stay away game. It should be for me, but I
that
think Tennessee. I just look at Tennessee periodically, and I feel like that's one of those teams that when you don't know who they're playing that week, when they're playing just a trash team, 63-0. They just absolutely.
Did you get
dog-stomped
burned?
teams.
Did you get burned by Trent Dilfer in that Alabama State game?
No, I got burned at Trent Dilfer in the when they played the Naval Academy. And I was like, oh, the Navy.
So you're laying 39.5?
I am laying 39.5 because this is like I said, this is one of those
Hell
games
yeah.
you look up at Tennessee and they have just. I mean, let me see
This
what
is-
they've done in their non-conference.
If UAB scores
17
once,
against ETSU, how much better is ETSU? Worse than UAB?
This is going to be
you got to be hoping for a score in the 50s from Tennessee.
Yes. Yeah.
UAB
Yeah.
may not score.
Yeah, y'all gonna say how many points do y'all think UAB's putting up?
10?
Yeah, so 38.5. I think it's like 52-10.
I mean, the total is
is a cover.
68.5. I mean,
It's going to
dude,
be, like I said, they beat ETSU 72-17.
This is going to be a fun one to potentially just like keep an eye on because there's going to be a lot of Joey Aguilar doing the fuck it, Chris Brazel's down there somewhere
Yeah.
play, which he did that
Against
several
UAB.
times against
It'll work.
Georgia, and people forget that. Like,
It-
I think Tennessee's
different-
good, but come on.
Yeah. Different Tennessee team last year. They beat Chattanooga 69-3. Kent State 71-0. If they're
Yeah.
playing a team that you don't really know anything about, they are going to just absolutely run the score up. They're like the Ohio State of Ben used to say Ohio State would run the score up against teams they, weren't very good. This is what Tennessee does. 56-0 against
Josh,
UTEP at the end of the last
They
season.
would.
They know that you're exactly right. They don't.
Kiffin also knows the spread. I mean, Urban Meyer knew the spread. He would deliberately cover it for his
Heupel
boosters.
knows the spread, I think.
oh, Josh,
Yeah.
Josh Heupel is going to put your pedal to the metal.
He will. He will.
I mean, UAB
right.
sucks out loud.
Yeah, they do. They do. All right, who's next?
How many locks do I have?
Oh, wait. Nick, you locked in State and Tennessee?
No, I did not want State, just the Tennessee.
I locked in State.
Ben locked in.
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have 3 locks, Nick. Come on, dude.
All right, I'm still going.
How many do I have?
You got 5.
I got one more in me.
All right.
The Vanderbilt Commodores
He's going to do one more.
laying 26.5, 27, I guess, is the.
This is a revenge spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say it's a look ahead and a letdown and all that, but Georgia State beat them last year.
Exactly.
26.5. You want it?
Yep.
All right.
That's the only thing keeping me off Georgia State is the fact that they beat Vandy last year. But Vandy off of that win with the look ahead, I would love to be able to back Georgia State here, but I can't do it knowing that they beat them last year.
No. Ready for
Go
Vandy to
Doors.
start losing.
Anchor
I'm tired
down.
of Diego Pavia.
Yeah.
All right, I've got another one here. Speaking of people we're tired of, Bill Belichick and the North Carolina Tar Heels go down to UCF. UCF beat Jacksonville State last week by 7 points. That's a decent Jacksonville State team. I mean, we should know, but it is. I think this North Carolina team we hadn't heard from them in a couple weeks. It's a TCU team is actually pretty good, and I think we're just like, how bad is North Carolina? Kind of overrating them. They're getting 6.5 at a UCF team that I don't think is. I think they're awful. I think they're 3-9 bad. I mean, they already.
This is the craziest line on the board.
Yeah.
Isn't it single digits?
It's 6.5. Yeah.
UCF favored by 6.5.
Yeah, UCF favored by 6.5, and I think that this should be more like a pick 'em because this UCF team is a lot more like an American and an AAC conference team than a Big 12 team. They're bottom of the barrel.
Dude.
We saw what West Virginia could do last week in the Big 12. I think that they're finishing last in the Big 12 this year, other than maybe Oklahoma State. I don't think UCF is very good at all, and I mean ultimately I think North Carolina will get better as the season goes along.
So you're locking in UNC minus 6.5?
UNC plus 6.5.
Sorry, plus 6.5.
Yeah.
I'm locking in money line too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
What are we
UCF
doing?
has got a ton of losses coming on their schedule. Let's just going through it really quickly here.
Yeah, crazy.
They've got West Virginia, they've got at Arizona State, they've got Baylor, at Texas Tech, BYU, at Kansas State. A lot of losses coming up for them. Not a very good team.
Nick, you want Florida State minus 45.5?
Maybe. I got burned on Kent State last week. I'm not going to touch it, but this is a team.
I can get you 44.5.
I think Florida State does what I think Tennessee's going to do. I just think who's stopping them? Not Kent State. I mean,
they just beat down people. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not touching that one. I considered it, but I think that might be it for me. I have so many losses. I need to limit my losses if possible.
Anybody got any more money line picks?
Let me look for
I definitely want UNC on the money line.
Okay.
And let's do another dart throw. We've been hitting some dart throws.
Mm-hmm.
So give me East Carolina at home. Ooh. The market has hated East Carolina all year. I've been on them, I think, twice already. I don't know why there's no love for ECU in the market. They just keep covering. BYU traveling cross country here. I think ECU's got the athletes to expose BYU at certain positions, particularly in the secondary. I don't know. 6.5 to me feels like a heavy tariff. I mean, I would say 3 on BYU. I think it opened 7.5. It's been bet down. Give me ECU plus 204.
All right. I'll do you one better, plus 205.
I'll take it.
What
Along with UNC.
can I
I'm with
get?
Nick on that one.
What money line odds can I get on Syracuse?
Oh, wow. Big. Was it 800? I think I saw.
Hold on, let's see. Plus 680.
Da-
680. Okay.
Dabo, he had a crash out today.
He kind of
He's
did. Yeah.
melting down.
Oh, I
He
missed it. I
references
didn't see it.
age. That's how you know it's bad.
Well, last week was tough for him.
Oh, he's crashed out, Austin. Like he's like, well, if they're tired of winning, they can get rid of me. Like
I'm
that sort of
55
thing.
years old. I'm not
Like,
going anywhere.
He had a tough
Yeah.
week, like during the work week, and then the weekend was brutal.
I'm gonna. This is a true dart throw. Plus 680. Give me the Orangeman.
Fuck yes. That would be
Oh my god,
incredible.
hilarious!
If it were in the Carrier Dome, I would be real, or whatever Syracuse, whatever they call it now. I'd
Was
be
it Nick? It's like the
real-
RCA.
It's not Carrier Dome anymore. But yeah, the artist formerly known as Carrier Dome.
It
If
is
it were
now
at Syracuse, I'd be way more bullish. I'm not at Clemson,
JMA Wireless.
but I might as well just roll with it.
Yeah. If you don't, who cares? If it doesn't work, who cares?
All right, I got one that I really don't believe in at all. Michigan State, they're traveling out west. The game is a body clock game. I think it's happening at 3 a.m. in the morning for Michigan State. It really does kick off at 11 Eastern time. They're
I love
plus
this.
610.
That's brutal.
I love
They're
this.
plus 610. That's big. What is USC? I don't even know if they're
Dude.
they're not ranked.
I
They're
love
not-
this.
They struggle with Purdue.
They
Nick.
struggle with Purdue.
Nick,
who-
I can't tell you how much I love this pick.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about Michigan State other than they've got Aiden Childs.
The Childs kid is legit. They got a wide receiver whose name is escaping me that is a monster.
They're going to beat Michigan State to death.
Perhaps,
But I'm right. I love it, Nick.
But Michigan State 3-0. USC's ranked 25th. I'm sorry, they're 3-0. This is a plus 610. We're just throwing things out there.
Yeah, Michigan State's got the Nick Marsh kid. He had a big game against Boston College in that double overtime win.
The thriller against Boston College.
Dude, that game was fun as hell.
It was a good game.
It was back and forth. No, I don't hate that because I looked at that earlier and I was like, why is SC getting this much? Like, why are they giving this many points? I'm gonna go ahead and lock this. I have another one. I'm all over the board. I'm UNLV -2. Dan Mullen's doing a good job out there, and I mean 2 points against Miami of Ohio. What am I missing?
That's a weird number.
What am I missing?
That's a weird number. And when you see weird numbers involving UNLV, just a word of caution there. Like that's probably not
right.
Is
Some insider
Dan
trading.
Mullen,
Yeah.
is he like the next coach at Kentucky?
Dude, what if Florida hires him back?
Could be.
Florida's
Oh.
going to try to hire Clark Lee.
Eli Drinkwitz.
God.
Eli
Oh,
Drinkwitz,
my
yeah.
gosh. All right. Speaking of Dan Mullen, this is not something that I'm going to put on my board, but I just want to say it aloud. So just so that it goes out there. Northern Illinois, again, don't put it on the board. Northern Illinois plus 1,100. You know what they did last week? They lost 20-9 to Maryland. 20-9. That's respectable. How much better do you think Mississippi State is in Maryland, right? Probably not crazy amounts better. State's got a big game the next week. They're riding high. It's not going to happen. It did happen last year.
This
But
is
they're
Nick,
plus 1,100.
This is Nick doing the with all due respect, or hey, no offense, but
Yeah, right.
Speaking of, that's a weird
What
number.
if-
Maryland, Wisconsin, that's a crazy number.
what if Syracuse money line and Northern Illinois money line hit in the same weekend?
Cannot
Parlay
imagine
those.
what the parlay would be.
We're
Parlay.
buying a motherfucking hot tub, baby.
Oh.
We're buying
Plus
jet
$4,000.
skis.
30,000.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Finally-
you're exactly right.
I'm finally gonna get that golf cart to take the kids to school in.
4 jet skis coming right up.
Yeah, I talk about a gross game. Not no action here, but Maryland at Wisconsin, disgusting.
Why is the number 10 there, though? I'm not betting
That's a
it.
big
I
number.
don't know enough about it. I mean, I know what Wisconsin did against Bama last week, which was jack shit. So
Yeah,
I don't know how
they're
they can lay
terrible.
10.
Dude, if anything, I'd take a flyer on Loxley getting a
Yeah,
dub at jump
against their
around.
former quarterback too, right? A little revenge there baked in for Maryland.
Fuck it. Maryland money line
Yeah,
plus
talk them into
320.
it. Terps.
I mean, I did basically the exact same thing last week with MTSU where I was like, what? And then they did it. So,
Yeah,
all right. Anything else before we get out of here?
not for me.
Okay. The fellas are back to 500. Nick's gonna get it going here. I got a good feeling. Nick's gonna get rolling, and once we get Nick rolling,
If he doesn't, we need to kick him off the show.
Yeah, like I said, I'm going small on the board this week, so I can't leave it cost you guys so much money.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this board. All right. That'll do it for week 4. Speaking of being at elevation, your boy's going to be in Colorado for a wedding. So enjoy that humidity, fellas. I will be having 0 of it. But yeah, fun. I think this is a fun weekend. This is like the primer for next week when it gets real fun.
Yeah.
And I know we say that every week when we get all our picks going and we get all hyped up, but I don't know. There's some fun games this week. All right. That'll do it. Hit that line. Appreciate the Legal Gambling Counsel as always. Appreciate you, the listener, tuning in. Remember, we're on YouTube as well. Check us out if you want to see all of our facial expressions and shenanigans that we do here. But yeah, everybody have a safe weekend. Have fun. And yeah, just take it easy on the liver. Rest up for next week because it's going to be a doozy. So for Austin, for Ben, for Nick, I'm Zach. This has been Hit That Line. Till next week, we out of here.